I do think we've gotten far away from gender roles. I think that's why that's why we're so confused, especially I think our community just sounds so loud because we consume our own community stuff, but it just feels like people don't know. We've gotten so far from even my parents and then my parents' parents that I just think we're all confused, and that's why we see our relationships not working out because we don't have a foundation to build upon. If you have a shaky foundation, you can't frame, you can't put in drywall, you can't have a successful house. So I think we got to get back to the basics and look back to, generations behind us. Like, what did they do? Asking questions. I think for me, I started when I got dating right. I started asking my dad and my mom questions like, okay, what made you pick my mom? What are some things? What are some traits that, you liked in her? Or, what made your marriage so successful for over 40 years? I think we have to, break that generation of just, looking at our phones and looking at what the world is telling us and then going back to our core and what made relationships successful in the first place.
See, I'm on the complete opposite of that. I think that we need to rethink what a relationship is, considering that everything has changed.
It's changed. When our parents, they didn't have to go through the shit we had to go through.
Yeah, and to your point, I totally get what you're saying, Queen. But I think in the society and how the world is shaping now, having those conversations, we can't relate to how things were back then, and they can't really relate to where we are now. And I think one of the problems in this, we talking about gender roles, is not saying all females, so don't y'all all jump on my neck, but women now take on such a masculine role. It's hard to determine what gender roles are supposed to look like nowadays. So
like let's just say
that, like my mom. I want to
go ahead, Queen.
Like my mom is 64. So, I mean, I would say my dad was a very traditionally conservative Republican Black man. And my mom was very, liberal. But she worked a full-time job. She didn't work for 5 years when she had her 2 kids. And then she went back to work. But that didn't change their traditional roles and what she knew she had to do. And I watched her work a job, come home, cook every night. I never saw my dad cook a meal. I never really...
Wow, that goes against everything that logic is saying. But go ahead.
And I never, and this is just a generation before us. I think, yes, we have social media, but we have to, be smarter to say, okay, this is entertainment, but the world is still, the roles are still the same. Like the roles can't shift just because it's a new time. I mean, I've seen my mom do that. I've seen people before her do that. That doesn't make us more masculine. I just think we have more options. I think we have more exposure, which means we have to be more disciplined now more than ever in order to maintain those traditions.
Yeah, I think that you got to rethink I would never get married again, right? Simply because I just can't see myself ever getting married again. But look, I mean, you can never say you can never say never. So let me revise that. If anything was to, God forbid, happen to my chick or whatever like that, and I would find myself in a situation where I would even consider it, considering a marriage or relationship, I can't even say that I would even let her move in with me. Everything would be different. Everything would be completely different. She got to have her own complete life. She got to have her own thing going on. It would just have to be different. So for me, I think that you do have to rethink what a relationship is supposed to look like going forward, depending on where you are in your financial, journey, your status, your hierarchy, what your lifestyle is, and the fact that women have completely different options than they had yesteryear, in which a woman, operated a little bit differently than they operate today. I just couldn't imagine myself. I can't imagine myself operating in the same way that I would operate in my relationship today. Not even a little bit.
I completely agree. Being married, bro. So being married, same thing. If God forbid if something happens, I'll never get married again.
Echo chamber.
So what? This is it for me. You know what I'm saying? For me and mine, this is it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it definitely has to be the traditional way because I mean, people are not even finding success in this new modern age of marriage, and and it's just I completely agree, far as in regards to traditional roles, because by our nature as men, we wanted to treat it be treated a certain way or look to a certain way in regards to respect, and a woman has her nature as well, but and it's, I guess you got to try to find a way to balance that, balance the tradition and who we are innate as our innate nature and this modern world, and it's just trying to find that balance.
So Clark, would you ever, if you, God forbid, anything was to ever happen in your relationship and your kids become adults, would you get married again?
No, I don't think so. As I can speak right now, in my mind right now, no, I wouldn't get married again.
I mean, because you guys wouldn't really need to get married like that. I think that y'all getting married again, that kind of more benefits the second wife. Like y'all wouldn't need that. You already have kids. I don't think y'all probably want more kids, right? It wouldn't really benefit you guys compared to the second wife. So
correct.
And there are women that are willing to do those wifey qualities without marriage. So
But why do I mean, we don't even need that. We don't even need that no more. Well, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got YouTube. That's your second wife.
I mean, you can frame it that way if you want to. I mean, but what would I need another woman to step in the role to do when my kid is grown?
Well, there's a lot that Rita does behind the scene.
Yeah, she works for me.
Exactly. So imagine if
I could hire another woman.
Then you would have to hire another woman.
But my point is that what would I need to have a woman to fill a traditional role for?
I mean, you don't, because you can pay someone to cook, pay someone to clean, pay someone to take. That's
my point. Like
you wouldn't need that.
I think that people need to rethink what a relationship looks like, depending on where they at in their life. That's my whole point.
Yeah, but Anton, you can't put your scenario like everybody else's. Not everybody's a millionaire. You got these guys that are making
the money don't. That's not a factor. I'm not even considering the money aspect of it. Q. Okay. It don't matter how much money I'm worth, right? The point is just that it's plenty of people that's getting in the bag. It's plenty of people that's successful. It's plenty of people that just may be regular, but they still don't necessarily need that particular role in their life, especially when they don't necessarily have kids that they need to take care of.
Okay, correct. But some men don't want to come home from work and have to cook themselves a meal.
That's what they got DoorDash for.
Some men don't. Okay, you want to end up like Logic, DoorDashing every single night? How fun does that sound? Somebody, Logic, no offense, but when you had that
you eat a fucking baby dick, nigga.
I recall Logic said that a woman made him this sandwich. It was the best sandwich. Nothing beats a home cooked meal than damn DoorDash. Come on. A man wants to come home to his plate already served, not waiting on DoorDash, not waiting on Payway, McDonald's. A man wants his clothes washed and ironed, not going to Ching-Ling to go pick it up. A man wants his thing sucked whenever, not having to go to OnlyFans and use his hands or whatever y'all men do that don't have women. So you can't say that these men out here that are making 50 to 70K or whatever won't want that. Like, who wouldn't want that companionship of a woman helping and serving him? Like, that's crazy.
It's no shortage of women that
I gotta respond to her goofy talk. Wait, she sit over there looking like a light-skinned Little Mermaid. Chill out.
That's fine. Under the sea.
The point that this is what I hate about y'all panels. That's what it's getting.
Y'all too.
Because Anton actually asked a good question. With these men, they said they would not get married today. That's currently married.
But it's based off of the idea that we already. that we already would have grown kids.
Don't let them answer, Anton. What the fuck? Let them answer. I'm saying.
I said it. First, I'll say it again.
I said it too.
I said
so. That's why I was answering.
So again, so if you can go back and scratch whatever you got going on, and you do it over again. Why would you not get married in this?
Oh no! I would get married. No, I would get married from the beginning.
This nigga Anton trying to say.
I'm married too, though. Oh, so I don't
let them talk. Let them talk.
Okay. All right, whatever.
Bro, what I'm saying is no. I'm saying I'm not going to go through another marriage and all that again. If I had to do it over, I'll do the same. I'll do the same thing again. But I'm not going to get into another marriage. That's a once in a lifetime thing for me. You dig what I'm saying? Plain and simple. It has nothing to do with the laws of this, that, and the other. I'm just saying, if God forbid something happened in my current situation, I'm not taking another wife. I got my wife. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's that.
So your question was if something was happened to their wife. I thought you asked them if they can do it all over again. Would they do it now?
No. I was saying that if something, God forbid, that's why I said that scenario with me. And I said, if God forbid something was ever to happen to her, I'm not going to do it a second time because it's already made up in my mind. I'm only getting married once.
Right.
Facts. Yep.
After that, you just want some company. That's it.
Facts.
I mean,
my daughter is going to be grown and everything. What I need a wife for? I'm good. I'm married to my career. I'm married to, you know what I'm saying, my lifestyle. I will be married to a completely different way of living. I don't need no.
And
that's it.
And
so now, what do you mean by, because you said you wouldn't get married based off the circumstance. It made it sound like you were saying people shouldn't get married today based off of the times. Or
that's what I took it as.
What I said was, God forbid, because I don't ever expect to, but let's just remove the word never out of the equation, right? And let's just play the hypothetical. Okay, Anton, you getting married for whatever reason. You see marriage as an option, right? It's not going to be the same way that I have it in my household today. Because the lifestyle, the circumstances, the scenario, I don't need somebody to raise my child. They wasn't in the gym shooting with me. They never helped me build this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a completely different dynamic. I'm not looking to combine with you, and I'm not even looking to compromise with you. I don't have to.
Anton,
I didn't build anything with you. I don't have to compromise with you. So now I'm in a space where it's like, if we just gonna have to make sure, like, if this decide to work, you stay over where you at. We'll connect when we connect, and then we'll just figure out how to have a whole nother dynamic. I don't want you living with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to come home to you every single day. It's just a whole nother. It's a whole nother dynamic for me now. So I mean, I don't even come home sometimes right now. Like, if I'm busy, I will see you tomorrow. Okay. So why would I then have to, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that it's a whole nother environment now. Women are choosing to do the same things that men are doing, right? Why would I take care of you?